the basis by having an inspector.
Hiring an expert to check things out.
We hold our inspector responsible. The inspector saw this water. He said, well, no, it's not a big problem that you have it in there. That's normal.
Correction needed, he wrote. The inspector insists he gave the Nussbaums fair warning, but they say...
But I certainly wish that when I looked at this house, I'd had an inspector that explained to me that this is a serious problem, and that water should not be in your crawl space like that.
So, how do you know if your home inspector knows what he's doing? Well, that can be difficult. Across the country, there are 12,000 professional home inspectors, but only 3 states require them to be licensed. Everywhere else, all you need to be a home inspector is a clipboard and a screwdriver.
I'm looking for anything that's out of order. I want to get a peek in here.
Home Inspector Ron Passero started ASHI, the American Society of Home Inspectors, 20 years ago to set standards within the industry.
Well, if I have some real damage here, this probe is going to go right through the wood. If you are shopping for a house, I suggest you shop for your home inspector at the same time before you even find the house. Then you will have time to check the credentials, check the references, and so forth. Okay, let's go on inside, and we'll probably start in the kitchen.
We asked Ron to take a look at this house in Southern California.
Wonderful. Looks like we might have even had a leak problem here at one time. This outlet's wired wrong. The garbage disposal unit's not working. Faucets are a little stiff. We've got a little bit of restriction on flow.
It has plenty of problems.
So you're going to need some window maintenance here.
But he says it's not the inspector's job to fix them.
Signs of leakage here again.
Only to point them out.
So if the inspector says, the place needs a new roof and hey, I can get you a good deal on it, stay away from that.
Run away. He's not looking at your interest. He's not looking after your interest. He's looking after his own interest. But an inspection is not a guarantee. It's not a warranty. It's not an insurance policy. It's simply an opinion of the professional that you hire. If it wasn't for this canopy, any rain would be brought back towards the building, which is not something good to have. Water is one of the most damaging things in any home.
Passero didn't inspect the Nussbaums' house in Kentucky, but the man who did is a member of ASHI.
No guarantee you're going to get the best inspector in the United States, but at least their credentials have been scrutinized.
This is where the sinkhole is.
And, as is often the case, the Nussbaums' inspector was recommended by their real estate agent.
The people that I thought I could trust the most let me down.
For now, the person they decided to trust is a lawyer. The Nussbaums are suing the former owner, their realtor, and their home inspector.
How can an inspector know everything about a house?
He better.
Straight ahead, a smart house.
We can remote control all sorts of things in this house.
That needs a little tutoring.
The house is supposed to answer the phone, and it's not answering the phone.
The house isn't talking to you
No,
anymore.
it's on vacation.
Saw something in the grocery store, did not believe it. A couple of crackers, a little meat, cheese. They called it a lunch. It's not a lunch. Jimmy Dean Tastefuls, that's a lunch. 2 hearty sandwiches, Oreo cookies, Fritos, corn chips. Tasty, full meals.
This woman's body is not really as good as it looks. What's her secret? Playtex Secrets. Matching bras and panty slimmers with hidden panels that flatten and support. Playtex Secrets. It's your secret.
Final call.
We've got to move fast, Kirby. I hope you booked Hertz.
Not exactly, but this company's fast.
As fast as Hertz #1 club goal?
Not exactly, but they do have a special place to pick up the car.
Like Hertz?
Not exactly, but it'll be waiting.
Under a canopy? With the keys in it?
Not exactly.
And protected from the weather?
Not exactly.
In Rent-A-Car, there's Hertz and there's not exactly. Make sure you choose the right one.
Counting on that promotion, Kirby?
No, not exactly.
Not today.
Morning sinus. It's the worst kind of sinus pain.
How can I face this day?
When you've got to work, you've got to get strong sinus medicine that won't make you drowsy. Introducing non-drowsy Theraflu Sinus. Powerful new sinus caplets. No more pain, no more pressure, no drowsiness.
I can do this.
When it's got to work, it's got to be new Theraflu Sinus.
Tonight on The Late Show,
They got him a dancing horse.
plus more stupid pet tricks with Ray Liotta.
Moon dance, moon dance.
And a supermodel's debut tonight on CBS.
Never before in television history have these two stars shared the same stage. But Sunday, for the first time ever, Sybil and Nancy Travis come face to face.
I'm sorry, Cheryl, that was Sybil. Sybil, yeah.
Sunday comedy doesn't get bigger than this. Sybil and Nancy Travis together for the first time Sunday.
Wow.
You're on CBS.
Folks, Buddy's Carpet bought truckloads of carpet from Queen Carpet Mill, and look at this lousy weather. It killed us. So for 3 days only till Monday night, you can steal brand new beautiful carpet as low as $3.99 a square yard. Residential carpet $4.99, Berber's $5.99. No interest, no payments for over a year. No payments till March of '97. But you gotta get the Buddy's Carpet before Monday night.
You got a buddy in the carpet business.
Lose weight and get in shape during Moore's 24-Hour Fitness World's 2020 special. Call 1-800-MOORES-24. The 2020 ends Wednesday.
Fifth Third Bank has placed automated weather stations in many Miami Valley middle schools. And while students track Fifth Third Bank Weather Vision 7 computerized weather patterns in their classrooms, it enables News Center 7 meteorologists to receive early signs of severe weather throughout the Miami Valley. With 30 Dayton area locations, Fifth Third Bank is working hard to be the only bank you'll ever need. Open a new Fifth Third Max Saver account today. Max Saver is a tiered savings account offering premium interest rates, flexibility, and the safety of an FDIC-insured account.
Watson's, Miami Valley's most exciting family fun store, is moving its main warehouse in Cincinnati. During Watson's moving sale, save up to 80% off on above-ground pools, 200 spas and hot tubs priced to sell, 100 tanning beds must be sold. It's Watson's moving sale. Don't you miss it.
News Center 7's Daybreak Edition, now at 5:30.
Every woman is fascinated by Frigidaire's Kitchen of Tomorrow.
What's for dinner? Consult the menus on pictures and dish up something new for a change.
Kitchen cabinets electrically raised and lowered by a wave of the hand.
Tomorrow, our dreams will come true.
It turns out earlier in the century, when they envisioned the house of tomorrow,
Rolo, answer the door.
they set their sights kind of low.
This is the new electric dishwasher. That's keen.
Please select your main menu option.
The house of the 90s can be home to all sorts of gadgets.
We're changing lighting, we're opening drapes.
Fully automated.
Start the hot water heaters, put on the air conditioning system.
Enhanced by electronics.
Turning on specific music in certain areas of the home.
Managed by microchips.
The bath is now filling.
Louis Geld installs home automation systems.
So did you ever have to move?
No, you don't. This is a couch potato's dream.
His office has a full-scale simulator.
Okay, this is your security system.
To show people how to feel at home in a house with all this.
How much planning do you have to do during the construction of the house to have all these goodies in here?
Well, there's quite a bit of planning. I mean, certainly there's miles of wire in this home. It accommodates a variety of different things, from distributed music to distributed video, fan controls, music controls, heating and air conditioning controls, security controls, motorized window treatments.
So let me just get this straight. If this is my house and I'm in the bedroom and I decide that I want to close the drapes and start a movie here in the living room, can I do that?
Absolutely.
And I can turn on my bathtub from someplace in here eventually?
Absolutely.
And people want to do that?
They do.
All you have to do is go over and touch the screen, and here
Steve and Pam Berard are doing that, or at least trying to.
How good are you on this system? I mean, this is like learning to use your house all over again.
Well, if you asked that question 2 months ago, I would tell you I am a 0 on a scale of 1 to 10. Today, I'm probably a 2, and the things that are important to me, I know how to work, and that's the media control.
So you're pretty good at this.
He's
Who
very
wouldn't
good
be?
at this.
Yeah.
Big boy toy.
I look at the system really as something that's good for security. I mean, the strongest feature of the system is security.
I can go to the front gate. If someone rings the front gate, I can hit front gate camera. That's the front gate.
The biggest fear I had, I'm going to come home one night, computer's going to be down, I'm going to be locked in my house or locked out of my house, or I'm going to be a prisoner to not being able to work anything. And I said, why would we ever do that?
Fact is, you could become a prisoner of your own home.
You enter the house pin, 4 9s, and you press OK, and it says incorrect house pin.
So, and you're still locked out.
Yeah, so I cannot get into the system.
Actor Conrad Janis and his wife Maria bought their house in Malibu 2.5 years ago.
This is the system controller.
It's called a smart house, and that should be more than just a brand name.
All of this thing is supposed to be part of the smart house.
It may be the technology, it may be the way it was installed, but it all comes down to this.
The house simply does not work.
There was every reason to believe this house would work. It was built by the television handyman who made himself a household name with home improvement.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. Welcome home again. And today
it was a Bob Vila house. We walked in, we fell in love with it, and it was a Bob Vila house. Now, Bob Vila is a big hero of mine.
What is smart house technology anyway?
Bob Vila renovated this house and made a 13-part how-to video series out of the project.
We can remote control all sorts of things in this house. We could be 1,000 miles away and call this house up and tell it to make coffee practically, right?
The house is supposed to answer the phone, and it's not answering the phone.
The house isn't talking to you anymore.
No, it's on vacation. Here's your main control system for the heating. This thing does not work. Got television installation hook up here. That's a phone jack and 2 plugs.
So why isn't anything hooked up there?
Because nothing works.
In one bathroom, the lights won't turn on. In another, they won't turn off.
And it's just been on, what, since you've had the house?
Yes.
And in the bedroom of this smart house, the lights have a mind of their own.
This light went out, and about 15 minutes later it came on, and that light went out, and it would do that, and then we finally said, all right, we're going to sleep. We turned the lights out. Half an hour later, both lights came on. They went off. Now we have absolutely no lights at all.
So what do you do if your smart house turns out to be stupid? The answer is simple. Any dummy knows. You sue. This must have been what attracted you to the house.
Yes, of course. We fell in love with it.
It's an old-fashioned solution. The Janises say they sued after negotiations and repeated attempts by Smart House to repair the system failed.
This is, after all, 1996. And you do feel that if you hit a light switch, a light's supposed to go on.
Bob Vila's lawyer did not return our calls, but in court documents, Vila blames others, including the Janises, who he says have failed to operate the systems in their residence properly. As for Smart House, company lawyers refused repeated requests for an interview, but in a written statement said most of these products were supplied free of charge in support of a television demonstration. Smart House is a proven technology when properly designed and installed according to specifications.
How much trouble is it to come home and turn on the lights by yourself? How much trouble
It's no trouble. Believe me, it's no trouble at all.
If you could do
oh, boy. To walk in and go like this and have a light go on, I just think that would be absolute heaven.
Tonight on The Late Show,
They got him a dancing horse.
plus more stupid pet tricks with Ray Liotta.
Moon dance.
And a supermodel's debut tonight on CBS.
How far does your dollar go at Ace Dollar Days?
9 feet, 60 yards.
Up to 50 feet.
See how far your dollar will go during Ace Dollar Days.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
As the dark pulls its covers down tight, we curl up in our beds and whisper, good night. Serta, we make the world's best mattress.
When was the last time you saw the world and felt that it, for once, revolved around you? When was the last time you watched an eagle fish for salmon, rode a Gladstone train, or saw a bear from your balcony? And when was the last time you witnessed Mother Nature recreating herself? Holland America Line. It's time.
Recently, Jeep engineers made an amazing discovery.
We found it.
Yeah.
The perfect way to improve our four-wheel drive system.
And one discovery led to another.
Wow. Our new suspension enhancements perform great out here.
The new Jeep Grand Cherokee, Four-Wheeler Magazine's Four-Wheeler of the Year.
Amazing. The dual airbags? Yeah.
Obviously, our engineers didn't miss a thing. If you're thinking of doing some work on your house, you have plenty of company. Americans spent well over $100 billion on repairs and improvements during 1995, and the number is growing. But before you decide to knock down that wall or renovate the kitchen, some final tips. Take a deep breath, take your time, and don't lose track of your most valuable tool, your sense of humor. I'm Dan Rather, and that's 48 Hours. Coming up next, your late local news. Now look ahead to our next report.
Let's make it happy.
You only knew once.
You knew them then.
Captain Kangaroo. Some people say, God, I didn't even know you were still alive.
She just let out this scream.
Wait till you see them now.
If you don't flaunt it, who's going to know you're homosexual or...
This is a second chance for all of us.
Turn on, tune in, rock on.
48 Hours down memory lane.
It's the ultimate mystery.
Next week.
Cut.
Yikes. For a transcript of this program, send $6 to 48 Hours Transcripts, Box 7, Livingston, New Jersey, 07039. And to order a VHS cassette of tonight's broadcast, call 1-800-338-4847.
Tonight, Dave's got stupid pet tricks, Ray Liotta, and Soul Asylum on The Late Show with David Letterman. Thanks for watching CBS. Now your local news.
Next on 7's Night Beat, a campus in disbelief gathers to find strength in numbers, looking for a way to cope with the unexpected death of UD basketball star Chris Daniels.
And trying to return to normal, a guilty verdict in the courtroom should let this historical Dayton neighborhood put a painful piece of the past behind it. The Night Beat begins now.
You're watching WHIO-TV, Channel 7. Coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7 Night Beat.